going to produce the biggest, best tomatoes this summer, you're going to need to come check out Ropp's Flower Factory here in Gibson City because owner Roger Kramer has got us all the tips today.
Yes, we love tomatoes. I don't know if there's anything any better than a fresh sliced tomato, a little salt and pepper, maybe a little cottage cheese.
Oh, yes. That's how I grew up with it.
Yes, you can't go wrong with that.
No.
And so let's talk about a little bit about disease resistance.
Yes.
And watering. So when we talk about watering our plants, when do you water?
In the morning, usually before it gets too hot.
Yes, that is perfect. You don't want to water in the evening because if you were a person and you laid out in the yard and you were all wet, you're probably going to get sick and get some kind of disease and not do well.
Right.
So you water in the morning if possible. It's not always possible, but water in the morning. Then they dry off by the time it gets hot, and then by the time the evening comes around, the foliage is dry. Make sure, like tomatoes, they like full sun. And so a couple things you need to do with your tomatoes. One, you need to feed them. Super important to feed your plants.
What are we feeding them?
I just use a tomato fertilizer. Just a specific, I just use the tomato spikes.
Is there one better than the other?
I just use this one, Job's.
Okay.
I just, put that in there.
As long as they have something.
They got to feed them. I mean, you can use your Miracle Grow. But if you're like me, I'm gonna mix that up the next day. Well, I'm gonna mix it, and all of a sudden 2 or 3 weeks go by, and I haven't fed them.
I remember, I think, being here before, and you were really a big fan of that.
This is Osmocote, and this is what we use on a lot of our planters and plants. And so think of this as a lollipop.
Okay.
So every time you water or it rains, it gives it a little bit of fertilizer. So it gives you a nice baseline of feed for your plants.
So a little goes maybe a long
it's only
time.
like a heaping tablespoon to a container like this, and it'll feed it for months.
Nice.
A couple months.
Okay, what about the potting soil or the dirt? Does that matter?
Okay, potting soil is what we have here. And we're lucky to live in a time where we got gel in our potting soil.
What?
It helps.
Gel?
Gel. It actually helps hold extra water for the plant.
Okay.
But it also keeps it from being overwatered because it stores it until the plant needs it. Also, a lot of these have a baseline slow-release fertilizer in them. The better quality potting soils do that.
Okay.
So you want to look for that. I want to touch on tomatoes, my supplement for tomatoes. This is super important for having the best tomatoes in the yard. We call this our neighbor beater. You can buy a tomato like this and have the earliest tomatoes. It's already blooming. If you see there.
Why is it called a neighbor beater?
You got to beat your neighbor, have the earliest tomatoes.
Oh, okay.
So we call it a neighbor beater.
Okay.
It's a competition. It's a competition. You got to have the earliest tomato.
That's true.
But to have the most delicious tomatoes and the healthiest tomatoes, we recommend a supplement. My grandfather started this business, and he told me about this supplement, and I used it my whole life. And it was probably 20 years ago now. I'm like, duh, why aren't I telling people about this supplement for your tomatoes? So it's real simple. It's limestone for calcium, bone meal for healthy roots, and triple superphosphate for the best tomatoes. And you can...
so it's basically a recipe with these 3 ingredients.
It's a supplement. It's not a feed. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
You still got to feed your plants, but it's a supplement. We also get some issues. You ever had the little blossom end rot on the bottom of the tomato, maybe?
Oh, no, but it doesn't sound good.
No, and that's usually a calcium deficiency.
Okay.
So that's why the limestone helps with that calcium deficiency. And what causes that is great fluctuations in temperature and moisture. We blame Jacob, our buddy from Gibson, about the weather going up and down. We blame Jacob. But in Illinois, we have great fluctuations in moisture and temperature, so that exasperates the blossom end rot. So you need calcium in your garden. The other thing that we recommend is mulch around your plants. After they're established, go ahead and mulch them, and that keeps the roots cool, and the moisture and temperature of that soil evens out, and the plants will do much, much better.
Is it too late to start from seed?
It probably is. If you did it now, you probably wouldn't have tomatoes until late summer.
Right.
When you do buy a transplant, like you see a table full of transplants over here, you know, try to buy one that's, you know, in that range there, where you can plant that plant about half to 3/4 of the way into the ground, and it will root out, and you'll have a strong root system for those tomatoes.
Okay, well, this is the place where you can come and get your tomato plants and all of your supplements and feed and soil, everything you need, your potting mix. Thank you so much. I feel like we've barely even scratched the surface on tomatoes.
And you can come talk to any of my locations. We're located in Mahomet on Lake of the Woods Road. We're in Paxton on South Market Street, which is the main street. And then we always joke we're inconveniently located in Gibson City.
Yes.
On South Melvin. You can find us on the World Wide Web, and we're on Facebook.
There you go. And if you want to beat your neighbor and have the best tomatoes on the block, then you're definitely going to want to check out Ropp's Flower Factory. Thank you so much, Roger.
Thank you, Heather.
So fun. If you want to learn more, we'll connect you at CILiving.tv.